Party Catch Up with
Jilly.
Amy.
and Tiff. Podcast about probably not a lot.
Or everything.
Everything,
there will be a
really.
lot. I'm so excited we're finally here.
Yeah, me too.
This is very exciting.
Yeah.
This has been a long
Yeah.
time coming, y'all.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this for years, and we finally got our asses in gear.
It only took all of us like having to take a break from our real life to be able to focus on it. But hey, we're doing it, putting ourselves first
We did it.
for the first time. At least what I can say for the first time, probably
Yes.
times.
Me too. We got this.
Yep. Good.
All right.
This is recorded, so you can play it back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so great for them.
And us. And us. This is definitely going to be like my mental to-do list that gets lost in the ether of my brain. I'll just go back and be like, what did I say that I needed to do on that podcast?
I had never thought about that, using it for my own, like, hey, what did I say? Oh, wait, I can actually go and fact check that now.
Personal diary.
Awesome.
Dear
This is
diary,
so
today I did a podcast.
So every week we're going to have a session of
It's a session.
a little debrief, because this podcast is a catch-up. So it started with having lunch every day.
A noon 30.
At noon 30, we would meet
30.
every day and catch up on our days. But now we don't get to see each other so much, so that's so sad. So we are going to do a little debrief
Yeah.
called Adventures in Society. Who wants to start? Tell me about your week.
I'll go first. It was my grandmother's birthday on Sunday. So we get to the home, and it was me, my husband, and my kid first.
Clarification. Home or home?
Oh, I'm sorry. The residence where my grandmother lives
Right,
at.
right,
So
right,
this
right,
isn't
right,
her own personal dwelling. She's in an assisted living place. Very excited. They take very good care of her there. Shout out. I'll get the real name. Anyway, so we get there, and I'm waiting in the hallway because my husband needed to use the washroom, and he'd never been there on his own before. And I can hear this like sound. Like it's like a little like dee 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 dee, like
From the washroom where Sean is?
where I think it is. Yes. Is anyway, there's just this like it's like a chime. Is that too loud?
It's good.
Okay. There's like a chime. Anyways, so I'm like, what the fuck? So then we're in her room, and I can keep hearing it. Like it's going off periodically, like every so often. And I'm like, I'm about to go and be like, what the F is this noise? So I found out while we were there that there's a little alarm now in her doorway, which is the noise. So anytime somebody crosses the threshold of her room, this noise goes off to alert the office that my grandma's on the move.
Is your grandma a flight risk?
Well, turns out recently they've lost her. Yeah, I'm just going to let that sit in for a little bit. Lost her.
Lost
dear.
a 90.
Lost a 94-year-old woman
Well, that means she's mobile. Good
in
for
a
her.
very controlled area. Like, it's not like she just walked out the door. Anyway, so the woman that works there, so she's telling us about the alarm, and I was apologizing because we had been setting it off like for like a long, long time. You know, probably.
Were you
in-
just like dancing in the doorway? Like
Well,
so
it's
close?
also like a 94-year-old's room. It's like a sauna in there. So yes, we are kind of like moving in and out because it's fucking hot. Anyway, whatever. Lots of moving around. It's also small, so you kind of feel like you have to be doodly bopping all over the place.
traipsing around.
Whatever, traipsing, good word. So I'm speaking to this woman about the alarm and apologizing profusely, and they're all so sweet, and they're like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Like, why do we need the alarm? Hence the story. So they were putting her to bed, getting her all tucked in. She was all good. I guess she got out at one point, and then
Just the way you said she got out.
I don't even
sneaky
know.
grandma.
I don't even
Rams
know.
on the lamb.
I really don't know how it happened. Anyway,
Okay.
whatever. So,
So
blah, blah,
tucked
blah.
in, not so tucked.
Tucked in, not so tucked. She goes back in. The woman to go check on her. Oh, grandma's gone.
This was in the middle of the night, like
Yeah,
late.
pretty well. Yeah, I think it was.
What kind
Well,
of
if she's
grandma-
tucked in, you're gonna.
But it's
you don't
also
tuck
like
in
my
and-
grandmother does sleep a lot more now.
That's fair.
What kind of grandma shenanigans you think she got up to?
Where did
I
she go?
wish I had a really good. No. Okay,
Could
so
strap a
across the
girl
hall
coat.
from my grandmother's room is a common bathroom that the home uses to bathe the residents. They found my grandmother in there asleep on the floor.
Oh, grandma.
Yeah. Now, talking to the woman working there, this was maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah, because they check. It's not like they're.
So
gonna-
only 25 minutes went by. She's missing for 25 minutes. This woman went outside, checked all around the perimeter, like everything, and was getting worried. Like,
Well,
what the hell?
Yeah,
You know?
25 minutes when someone's missing is a long time.
Yes. When they're
Especially
old.
when, if I wish we could all take you there on a field trip and then you could see, because it was direct across. So she just went in there, like, and you ask her about it and she doesn't even know what happened.
No.
She's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so the home lost my grandmother. We found her. She's got
A
an
beep,
alarm
beep, beep.
on.
So in case
Door
she's a
now.
flight risk now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's better though than putting like a bracelet on your grandma. Like
Yeah.
when you get in
house
trouble.
arrest?
Yeah, like
Or
house
like-
arrest.
Imagine?
At
Oh
least
my
it's just on the
gosh.
door.
Yeah.
Or we air tag your grandma.
Do they have air tags now that can go under skins and stuff? Are we there yet?
They're working on it. Let's be real.
Like-
if it's at a point now where it can be a device that you
Right?
like hide
It's like a
on
little
somebody.
credit card situation. Why can't we like implant them under our skin and then we'll know where
That's
everyone
coming,
is
Amy.
all the time?
You just have to be patient. That's coming.
when our robot overseers also come.
You know, that was a question I was going to ask you all. Like, how long do you think it's going to be for the robots to take over?
I think
fair.
they're almost there.
And we're on the way.
So grandma's good now.
Yes, everything's fine. We had a wonderful birthday. It was a very quick visit, but a quick visit is better than none, as I told my aunt. Yeah, if looks could kill, I probably wouldn't be here with you today because I tried to convince my grandmother to eat some more pizza. And she looked at me like, don't you fucking try to give me the pizza?
Wasn't into it.
No. So,
Old people's
anyway.
appetites are small. Just little.
Also, you're 94. You're going to say no. I'm going to allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, at any age, you're going to say no, I'm going to allow it. But especially at 94.
Oh, I
like,
don't allow it with my children. Like, absolutely not.
That would be a situational thing for me
Yeah.
because I'm also trying to teach no is a complete sentence.
No. No.
Okay.
Mostly-
I'm writing this down
mostly-
for us to go back to.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, mostly for me, though, it's like my house, my rules, which I know is such a shit thing because when my parents did that to me, I was like,
God damn it.
why don't I have rights? I'm a person too.
Not under my roof.
But
bitch.
now in my house, and they're like turning it on me. But in my house, I'm like, absolutely not. You pay for fuck all.
Yeah.
If I'm asking you to do the dishes, it's not actually a choice.
No. It's just a state of being. Do
Well,
your
it's
dishes.
also part of being a part of a house.
Yes.
Anyways, that's for another day.
Okay.
All right. What about you, Mima?
Yeah, what's
what
up?
happened this week?
I don't have any interactions with any people. I didn't go anywhere.
That can't be accurate.
No, I actually chose this week. Like we got our groceries and picked them up, so I didn't have to interact. And you know me, when I'm out, I'm not talking to the grocery person.
No, but I mean, yeah.
I didn't talk to literally a human other than my husband, probably this week. And it was glorious. As the introvert of the group, I had the best time not talking to people. Ordered as much as I could so I could pick it up or it could come to my door. And even the pizza delivery, because we decided to get pizza, I wrote them a note because I paid online. I said, please, there's a table on my back door. Leave it there.
God, you
Ring
weird.
doorbell. Thank you. Goodbye.
Did they do
Probably-
that?
Yes.
They probably think there's dead bodies in
I don't
there.
even care. I don't care. There could be dead bodies. It could be whatever. All I know is I waited 5 minutes after the doorbell rang, saw the car leave my driveway, and then finally went and got my pizza. And it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. And now that's how I'm going to always order my pizza. And I don't even care if they think we're crazy.
Well, if it works for you.
Yeah. So honestly, I'll try to do better in a future week. But this week, really just hunkered down.
It was an indoor week.
It was an indoor week because I did so much things.
I'm looking at your shirt right now, and I know what it's supposed to say, which is just a girl who loves sumo, and it's got a sumo wrestler. But does that not look like an A?
It does.
Jazzed?
It's jazzed a girl. Okay.
I'm
Same.
just a girl in
Well,
the
I'm going to
world.
give you 5 guesses where I bought this.
We'll
5.
get there.
I'll give you one guess.
And the first 3 don't count? Is that what
First
is it Timu?
It is.
Yeah, number one.
My husband, I also got him a shirt about sumo. Everyone who's listening, I love sumo. We're writing the Bash Show right now. I'm not going to get into it because I could talk 5 hours about the Bash Show. But if you know, you know. Anywho's. So I got him one too, but they did artwork that's clearly AI, and the wrestler has 3 arms.
That would be a benefit in sumo, I think.
It is so funny. So we put it on. I'm like, that checks out. And his just says like sumo. And the
that.
pictures of the wrestlers, they're not very good. Whereas mine at least has a very cute chubby wrestler on it. And I'm then
Chubby?
thinking,
Did you just say
yeah,
chubby?
like a little chubby.
Is that what they're called in
No,
sumo, or
no,
that's
that's
what
just the
you're
little
calling
call
it?
for this.
you-
If
a
anyone
chubby.
also knows anything, he looks like Hakuoho or Oho, and both those are chubby in my mind.
If anyone knows anything.
You know what? If I get a sumo fan on this, that's it. My life will be complete. I can talk sumo with whoever you are. So please
Okay,
contact
so
us.
Hit us up. We will drop all
Yeah,
of our
we'll get
contact
that, yeah.
info in the show notes. Amy wants to talk sumo with
All
you.
about sumo.
So yeah.
Priorities.
All about
Seriously.
sumo.
But anyway, this shirt is very stretchy, very nice, and I love it immensely. The colors are great. And
But it does say just
It's okay.
a girl.
as
Like you looked at her shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
But same thought process. I just didn't get a chance to get it out because then something else happened probably. And
My burning car.
Yeah, I liked her jacket she was wearing.
Oh, yeah. So you might as well tell us real quick what
Yeah,
happened
what
to you
happened to
this
the car?
morning.
What the fuck?
We got 2 cars, me and my lovely husband. The SUV, which we take care of, and this lovely beast of an Optima from at least 10 years ago, maybe older.
That they do not take care of.
They do not take care of anyone.
Well, it's because at this point, I don't even care.
but they
Okay. Yes, it's all true. So today, I thought, it's a beautiful spring almost day. This car has not been driven probably since October because as soon as the snow fell, I have encased it in snow. My snowblower has been blowing more snow on it. The ice has encased it. It was just a bubble of a car under snow. So it has been in there just festering in its own glory.
And I'm sure some animals have moved into
Absolutely.
the undercarriage.
Absolutely, which is a totally separate funny story I will tell you another time, and I have pictures, so you just wait. So I get in, and I guess last time we had it, the heat must have been on. I, of course, did not turn off the heat when I hopped in, so I turned on the car, and I'm just using my windshield wipers to clean off the front a bit, and all of a sudden I hear a pop noise straight in front of me in the vent, and plumes of smoke are now erupting from my air vents because it was on hot air. I got halfway up the driveway, then stopped, obviously, put it in park, took the keys, turned off the heat, opened up just to check to see if the engine or anything. I'm like, oh, this is all fine. It's probably just in my air vents. So I think, yes, this creature has left things in the air vent in which the heat has then burnt, and then the fire began. And then I just drove to Jillian's.
So I send a message being like, hey, y'all, going to Starbucks to poop and wait for you. And Amy's like, please hold. My car's on fire. So I'm like, shit.
It was just literally like the smoke. I was like, oh, that's not good.
I entered the group chat after all of this happens. I think I was just coming back from dropping daughter off at school, so wasn't paying attention. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And I had so many questions for you because you were like, you were going to pin drop the poop.
Yeah, quick.
No.
Pinch it.
No, I meant to say pinch, but it was talk to text.
Yeah,
Okay.
I assume she meant pinch.
I thought too.
It
And then I
supposed
was
to say
like, wow,
pinch
good
off
for you.
a
Okay.
poop, but it was pin drop,
Pin drop a poop. So Tiff pin drops her poops.
which alludes to rabbit turds, I think. Like a pin drop, just a little bloop.
Well, definitely not wombats. They're square.
Square.
Yeah, did you know wombats poop squares? Cubes.
I'm gonna
Literal
look
cubes.
Like a dice.
Like a die. Yes.
That
a little
cannot.
under. They
like,
do.
So is their colon also square? Like what the?
No, it's not your colon. It's just the way it goes in
Their
their
anus.
system.
Maybe their anus is
in their system and
I,
circulates.
I'm literally picturing right now, though, friends. Okay, like this is a square thing coming out of a round hole.
So you know what I'm picturing?
like that kid's game when you're little.
I'm picturing a Play-Doh cutter
Yes.
where you're
game?
pushing the Play-Doh. Oh, she's talking about like
The little hammer
the
set.
cube thing where you're putting the circle
Like the
in
shape
the
shorter.
circle.
Yes.
Shorter.
Shorter.
I can't. It's a sorter. That's the, word.
sorter
Not
of
shorter.
shapes.
Fuck.
I mean, maybe a wombat shorts.
Anywho's, wombats. They're very square. I feel free, everyone listening at home, Google it. It's a real
gonna.
thing.
Okay, good to know.
My whole algorithm's going down a different road now.
Yeah. I put my hand in a cow stomach one time.
So you'll quickly learn that Amy is our fact gal. She lurks up a lot.
I lurks. I am a lurker.
She'll be in your bushes with facts.
Wait.
She'll find you.
I'll find all the facts in all the bushes.
Let me tell you what happened to me this week.
Yeah,
Yes,
go.
please.
Hit us.
So, employer. I am at employer. Employer opens their doors, and I am serving a customer.
Oh,
Sounds like a good thing to do at work.
Yeah. But it's not any customer. She's a fucking weirdo. And
that
she's,
tracks.
and she's going to listen to this and be like, yeah, that does track. So this customer, like I'm a weirdo. All three of us are weirdos. This customer,
But there's different weird.
she's our kind. No,
There's
no,
fun,
no.
cool, strange
Yeah.
weird. And then there's, oh gosh, you might need to have a man with you to escort you around.
No,
How
no.
did you
So
get
this
here?
is like us weird.
Oh, okay, cool,
okay,
cool.
cute,
All right,
cute,
okay.
cute.
So she's shopping around. She's like, hey, where's this picture? And I'm like, oh, girl, I just put that out. Let me help you. Start chatting her up. I go and get a cart for her because obviously now I'm like upselling some shit.
Yeah.
And like within a few moments, we're going down the rabbit hole of life, of how she's turning her home into a romantic Renaissance vibe. sell her a golden mirror. Not like, anyways, it's a really nice one, with like the the filigree,
a little filigree,
and
looks
all
a little
the fancy shit.
Sure.
Filigree.
Yeah. We start talking about life. We start talking about being neurodivergent. We start talking then. So she has a podcast and she's like so famous.
Yeah.
At least in my head. Like I've made her really famous. I made her
Like
really
us, like just famous like us. Like we're so famous.
Like super fancy.
Okay, cool.
So then she tells me about her podcast. I follow her instantly. Now I'm stalking her online. I'm sorry, Ashley. Amy's also going to be lurking.
In the bushes.
Always. I love a good
Yeah.
lurk.
Yeah. So then I had to drive, as you know, I had to drive to and from Kitchener to move my grandma into, what is it called? Long-term care?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so I listened to her podcast the whole way, and it fucked me up. Like, it's really
But you were saying it's
true crime.
true crime.
I love
yeah, that
True
would
crime.
fuck you up.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
I watch every show about serial killers. So
you
that I can
have
get
to
my
listen
hands
to
on.
her podcast.
I'm gonna
I
do
had
it.
to
So
stop.
good.
I had to stop because then it's too fucking real.
It is real because
Oh my
it's
gosh, and
based
then-
on
It's
real.
about-
Yeah,
it's,
no, but-
it's called true crimes because they're
Okay.
true.
Yes, I realize that it is true facts to which that are true. It's more that let me think on it and really like what is it about it? That's the
Okay,
gavel.
get back to us.
Yeah, like
Get
I
back
think
to
it's
us.
one of those things. The one I'm watching, it just shows you how many actual serial killers and crazy stuff happens all the time. But you never hear about it. Like 1994, I was like, okay, I was in grade 9. This British person killed 14 women, and you're like, I was here. Like it wasn't like in 1962 this happened. All our lives, weird shit's happening, and then and it just goes. It doesn't make the news because the news is whatever, right?
But I think also, like in
94.
Tickety-two,
Tickety-two.
the interweb wasn't so up in our grill to
Yes.
share this information.
Correct.
Podcasts weren't as prevalent. Things weren't out there. So we didn't
We didn't
necessarily...
have cell phones. That's right. Anyone listening who was born after
If you're-
1994, there was no cell phones.
if you're
Well,
in
there
the,
were, but
if
they
you're
were
in the future,
if you were in the future or
we
the
didn't
past.
have cell phones.
Rotary dial bitches.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got your first cell phone?
I was in my 20s.
Yeah, I mean, I had I had a house before I had a cell phone.
Yeah, you did. You're so weird.
Yeah, I owned my first house before I owned a cell phone.
No, I can't say that, but it wasn't until I started traveling for employer.
Yeah.
And
Anywho, so now we're going to
Adventures.
stalk her. I'm very excited
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah, so I'll send you her info so
Yeah,
you can
please.
also listen. Well, you can't listen because you'll get all fucked up.
I will. Well, I'm a safety cat, everybody. So
Well, just make
that's
sure
why
it's on
too.
bright sunny days outside and not
That's
before
you're
bed.
right. Like I do need to have the right setting
Atmosphere.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't watch them at night
I
or
love it.
like too late at night. I mean, I'm a
So
scaredy
I'm like
cat.
watching it
Anyway,
driving in the
not for
dark
me.
on roads where
exactly
I'm alone.
what you shouldn't be doing.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to totally die tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't, though. Here I am.
That's
Exactly.
Good. That's
Nailed
good.
it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. All right. I'm glad to have heard that. I can't wait to hear next week, though, Amy, when you actually go into society.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week I'm going to try. Well, even later this week, I got things to do and getting out about. But last week was just hermit. Oh, but I built a Kallax 5x5 and all my board games are in it, and it looks gorgeous.
Will you take a picture and
I did
post
take a
it?
picture.
I love that.
Oh my god, it.
Amy is a huge gamer. So if there's any questions about games or you're considering buying one, she probably has it.
Yeah, I got a lot of
So
games.
You
I
could
think
also reach out and we can give you some reviews.
I think we counted and I have like 170 now. There she goes. Isn't there a song in there?
She goes.
I don't know that one.
There she goes.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Now you're back. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Great.
Okay, we
Gotta
got there.
watch. We can't be paying royalties.
Yeah, but as long as you only do it less than like 11 seconds or something.
Oh, is that
fine.
what it is?
I don't know. I just made that up.
What's our fact information here?
No facts checked here. Almost true facts about some things.
Yeah.
Some things.
Some things.
Always some things.
So today in the Thought Pot, patent pending. Every week we're going to pull a random thought out. So again, in the show notes, we will drop all our contacts, and we would love for you to send us ideas of what you want to hear us jabber on about. This morning's Thought Pot is brought to you by my son. Because
Wait, I thought it was a fact sack.
Ooh, fact
Ooh,
sack.
we are name shopping too. I need to make sure I can say it,
think
especially if I'm going to say it in a quick way. Like if I'm really
Yeah.
getting excited about it, I'm going to get tongue twisted. So
Yeah, thought pot is probably much
thought
better.
pot might be better right
Fact
now.
sack.
Fact
is
sack.
so-
It sounds.
it sounds like a fat sack.
fact sack.
So we have to say it with a sex voice.
No,
That's cool.
I
That's
feel
fine.
like it did.
I
Anyway,
think
go
we're
ahead.
trying to avoid all of that, right? Because we can very easily get into, ooh, that sounds dirty, because our minds are usually there.
We have 12-year-old boy minds.
Well, then my husband is who he is too, and that I have like started to absorb some of that. So he's like, yes, I've won. Finally infiltrated.
Yes. So in the Thought Pot Fat Sack today, my son asked me this morning if you could have any 3 superpowers forever, what would they be? And I'm going to save mine, so I want to hear yours.
Okay,
Gosh.
I'll go
Yeah,
first.
you go, yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Doctor Strange love. Love that you can bop around universe. I want to see other places. I want to see other universes. I believe they exist. I think there's other planets and stuff, so let's go.
Has to be.
I'm
well,
gonna,
there's definitely other planets.
There definitely is, but I want to go to other universes, which, well, depending on what we think about science and some of the, anyway, I won't even get into that. But either way, that would be 1. 2, I think if I'm here on Earth, I'm just having a nice time, I would like to get around much faster. So flying. Flying just makes it more expedient for me to get from A to B. Also, very nice views, and I'm down with it. I'm sure if I go up high enough, the breathing might be a problem, but I'll think about that.
Maybe that could be incorporated, though.
Maybe, but no, and then I feel like that's an extra superpower. And
No, I think that comes with flying.
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Like Superman can fly, but he also can breathe okay because he's really he's from a different planet. If I just become flying, I think I should just become flying. I'm a stickler for facts. Okay, and then the third one would be invisibility because then I could, again, what do you call, like not skulk, sorry.
She's going to lurk,
I'm
but
gonna
she'll be
lurk.
right in your
I
bedroom.
really want to lurk on every conversation, everything, anywhere, wherever I want, whenever, and not be seen. The things I would know.
That would mess me up.
Why? You don't have to
I don't
always be
wanna
invisible.
know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, but then don't go into that room.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
You can
like
always
the choice
leave.
is yours
Yeah,
then, right?
fly somewhere and just
So you're going to fly there
Yeah.
to another dimension.
Yes.
And
Lurk.
get invisible.
Lurk it up.
And just,
lurk.
Just be there.
Just be there as a
listening
lurker.
to the other dimensions.
And then I can come back with fun facts from other universes.
Ooh, see, you're coming back with some more purpose there.
That's right.
Good.
That's it. That's mine. Those are the 3 off the top of my noggin.
Okay, what about
Tomorrow
you,
will
Julie?
be different 3.
I've been thinking about this longer too. Okay, so flight for sure. I don't want to drive anymore. Fuck this shit. Sorry.
How do we feel though? Because I'm worried about bad weather.
Let me
still.
talk to you when I'm done about this.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like that's not going to matter because no. I think
She's really fast.
yeah.
But you also get really cold. It's cold in the air. So are you saying with your superpower flying, you also are really warm?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm also just dreaming right now, so I don't need to get so stuck on the fact.
Fair.
Okay, yeah, I want to fly.
Okay.
I also would like to super hearing. I don't necessarily need to be invisible and be all up in the room, but I want to be able to be like, oh, there's something happening over there. I'm just gonna like tune in Tokyo.
What's
you
the
know?
distance?
Tokyo.
What's your distance?
Infinite. I'm super.
Okay.
But not to a point where I'm like Miss Professor X, where you
It's
always hear,
overwhelming.
yeah. Like I don't need that. I'm not talking like a Cerebro situation. I don't know what my third one would be. And this, like, how come I just can't play this game? I think
I think you need to be warm.
The power of warmth.
I just want to always have awesome temperature. I was going to say something like, let me go and still be able to go into dimensions, but bring stuff back so I could save something. Or like, okay, let's cure cancer finally. You know what I mean? Like just something that would be able to help human society.
So your third superpower is something that would help being really lovely to humans.
Yeah. Maybe it was. It would just be like, that's my thing. I'm just going to be really nice. I don't know, ladies. I can pick 2 this morning.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So mine.
Yeah, you go.
In no particular order.
Okay, fair.
Healing power.
Okay.
Along the
Okay,
lines
okay.
of where you're
Helping
at.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can just fix
Words.
shit.
Do you have to lay on hands, or can you just be anywhere and be like,
Whose hands do I lay on?
like your like laying on hands,
Like touch them.
Like
Yeah.
you have to touch them to heal them, or
Correct.
you can
I-
just like.
I haven't put a lot of thought into this
Fair,
other than
fair.
healing power.
Okay.
I can
Healing.
heal people. I
Somehow.
can heal animals, plants. My plants are going to be banging. They're going to be so green. I can heal all living things.
all living
I like
things.
it.
All living things can be healed.
Okay, I like it.
Part 2, teleportation. So not flying, but I can teleport with the ability that I can create a teleportation chain. So if I touch you, you can teleport, which can teleport her.
Okay.
Mostly because I fucking hate traveling with my kids. Like put those
Yeah.
kids in a car, fuck
Yeah.
that noise.
You just want to be there.
I want to be there.
Yeah.
So if I'm
Teleporter.
like,
A teleporter
so
power.
I can also be teleporting my luggage.
Yeah, anywhere. Just get
Show
there.
up
Yeah.
with this.
I think that's better than flying, really, because when you think about
That's
it,
it.
like what do
Probably.
I parka
Yeah.
my suitcases?
Exactly.
Good call. Good
Yeah,
call. You really
yeah.
leveled us up.
Yeah.
All right, teleporting.
things
I'm in.
to contender.
Contendering.
Consider is the word actually. Yeah.
Considerations.
Yeah. Number 3, and like this one,
This one has a caveat already.
speed manifesting.
Okay.
So like law of attraction, I believe, and we'll talk about that another day.
Yeah.
But the ability, it takes so fucking long.
What?
The law of attraction is not instant. You're not
I
like,
thought we were talking about that another day.
I know, but so in my head, superpower, speed manifestation.
Okay, speed manifestation.
Because if I'm like,
You're manifesting, I
I'm
really want a
manifesting
good day tomorrow.
Right. I want a 6-pack.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. That was
Not
good.
of beer.
Okay.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute here. Let's clarify
I
that
know I
we're
can-
not talking about booze.
Like I know I could just drive to the beer store.
Oh, okay.
yeah, like you are
okay.
you are of age.
Wait.
You are allowed to
I have
legally
another question
purchase.
before you continue on.
Okay.
She wants, okay. Manifestation. I didn't think you could manifest a 6-pack. Like, I thought you manifest a good day tomorrow. Feelings of fulfillment. Manifest.
absolutely not.
Okay, you want to manifest, boop, one day you wake up and hey,
And
6-pack,
there.
it's nice to see
It's
you.
there. Yeah. Or boop, $1 million. Like law of attraction,
Okay,
we'll talk about another day.
okay. Because
Anyways,
that's got way more questions.
Speed manifestation. So
Speed
if I
manifesting.
think about something, I don't have to wait how long it takes.
Okay, I mean, it's fair.
Yeah.
I
So
have a
it's-
lot of questions.
it's
And I don't even
essentially-
know how to ask the
My
questions.
third superpower is a genie in a bottle, essentially.
Wait, but they only get 3 wishes.
I know, but mine is forever.
Oh, like an
But
unlimited.
one of your wishes is unlimited wishes.
No, that's a rule.
That's like a jinx. Like you need to go to hell if you do that.
Oh, that's definitely where I'm going.
So
If I believe in that sort of thing.
That's where you'd
Topic
be?
for another day.
All right.
Yes. So again, we will put our info, our contacts in the show notes. If there is a topic you want us to discuss, if there is a question you have, you can hit us up and maybe we'll say your name. If you're lucky.
If you're lucky,
If
we'll
you want
say
us to.
your name.
Yeah.
If you don't
that's
want us
fair.
to, then please be
Be
clear.
like, please do not mention my name
Yeah.
with your crazy ideas
Yeah.
because maybe you don't want to be affiliated so directly with.
Well, if you don't,
stuff.
like if you're going to put something negative, don't even bother.
So there's someone online, and I wish I could give credit to them because I don't remember who they were, but they were saying,
sounds right.
like, I want to give due credit because I hate people ripping shit off. Okay. But so also, like, if we rip you off accidentally, it's because we actually have no fucking clue what's going on in the world.
We did say like no facts checked here. So, you know.
But they said, like, anytime you're in the world, just assume the person you're interacting with, whether it's a troll online or someone that you're talking to, just assume they're in love with you, and that's why they're behaving the way they do.
Oh my God, it's like when you're a little girl and someone pulls your pigtails when you're like in grade
and
2.
just assume it's because they're in love with you. They
It's
leave
not
you a
the-
negative
yeah.
comment, it's because they're just in love with you and they don't know how to express. They leave you a positive comment, it's because they're in love with you.
Yeah.
And they're actually fucking love
They
you.
just want your attention.
They just want to
Oh,
talk.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I love it.
Anyways, no one's gonna talk smack because they just love us.
Yeah, come on. There's enough of there's enough of that already out there. We're trying to kind of mitigate that a little bit, at least in our little bubble.
Trying
Anyways.
to up the vibe.
Yeah.
So expression session is where we will bring a word, an expression, a thing that we say and have no idea why, and put it out there to see what it means. Also, Jillian and I are at an unfair disadvantage because Amy knows a lot of stuff.
I don't. I
'Cause
just
she's
lie.
a nerd. She's a nerd.
And I just sound very authoritative when I have my answer, and I
Yeah.
just a false sense of accuracy. That's what I am.
So my expression today is let the cat out of the bag.
The cat out of the bag.
What do y'all think that means? Are you fucking looking on Google
Okay,
right
so
now?
we look over and Jillian's got our phone. We're like, well, that's cheating. Come on. Okay,
cool,
I have.
good story.
Okay, here's my theory,
I
and this
was
is
going to my notes.
This is a crazy theory, but here it is. Cat out of the bag. Never look this up. This is my crazy theory. Okay, so you know back in the day, like by that I mean like the 1800s, like a long time ago, far, far, far ago, and rats are really rampant, and rats really liked to pass on plagues and horrible things like that. I feel like someone was like, look, we need to take care of this. We need to make sure all these sick people stop getting bit by rats. Let's let the cats out of the bag. Like you collect all the cats, bring them into town.
Make a cat sack
Yeah, a cat sack. Bring them into town, and you let the cats out of the bag
to deal with the plague.
to deal with the plague.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's a good start.
That's a start.
It's a
It's
somewhere.
much better than my theory. My
Okay,
theory
yours.
is very morbid, and I'm sorry. Folks
Mine
out
isn't.
there.
Mine's talking about the bubonic plague
I'm
that
sorry.
killed billions,
This
like
was
millions
more.
of people.
Yeah, this is it's.
How dark are we getting?
treading lightly here. Sometimes when you want to get rid of a pest, You put it in a bag and then you do something with it.
Throw it in the river.
We call it taking them to the pool.
Yeah. My mom did that with my hamster in a bucket.
Growing up on near a farm, I saw some things.
Yes.
Bags, tailpipes.
Yeah. My mom did that too.
Attachments.
And it kept living.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's where my
really
thought
well.
was. I
But why
hope-
would we let the cat out of the bag?
Because we want to save it.
No, we want to kill it if it's got a goiter or
hers
something.
is like a hero story.
Oh, I was thinking we're putting it down because like it has a problem. Usually that's why we put things in bags attaching to things. I lived in the country, people. It's okay.
Yeah, most of the time it
Yeah,
was because we
or
didn't want
tailpipes.
it around. But maybe, someone came and like, no, save that. There's such a
Okay.
good mouse.
Okay. I
in
like
there.
both these theories.
I want this cat in
They're
my
both
house.
kind
There's
of morbid.
such a good mouse.
There's such a good mouse.
I like your other people voice.
Thank you. I usually go, okay, this is my other people voice, but I'm going to go different.
Okay. So
that hurts.
one of us is definitely right then.
So I posed this question to my son, my
Yeah.
13-year-old today,
Yeah.
and he also went two things: drowning cats in the river,
Ow.
or the total fucking polar opposite. Gifting your child a cat in a bag, like it's Christmas, and here's your cat sack.
But
yeah, so
I mean, it's really just
Or
about
it's like a
secrets,
secret.
letting
So the
secrets
surprise-
out. But,
yeah, it's a
okay.
secret.
But where did
So
it come from?
It comes from back in the day. So I thought you were going there, and I was like, got it.
No.
And then you didn't.
No, I sure didn't.
So back in the day,
Plague's not the answer.
No, chintz
Merchants.
would deliver piglets in bags. So you're a farmer. I'm selling you some piglets.
Yeah.
I bring it to you in a bag. However,
bag of
sneaky merchants would often put kittens.
We see this is where it's going.
Kittens into the bag
And
because
they're
they're
wriggly and cheaper.
They're all over the place.
They're filling up the space
and
of
you
the piglets.
you wouldn't know until you got it home and opened the bag and the cat got out of the bag that quelle surprise.
Do you think then after that they would like, no, open the bag before I pay you my money?
Would you ever go back to that guy? Like you get screwed
Well, I mean,
once.
you got to go back to get their money back.
I don't think in this case they had options.
Like you think there's only one pig dealer in
I
town?
do.
Wait. Okay, I
Back
have
then, if we're
okay.
talking like back in the day, yes, there's only one pig vendor
might
for
be.
sure.
Okay, but here's my thing. Okay, so say that back in the day, this is it. This is where we believe the
Here we
saying
go.
came from.
Yep.
Okay, so you're saying a pig farmer. Not a lot of pig. Like, there's enough pig farmers, but I wouldn't say they're like so every day. Like,
No,
I would
it's not
say
like
milk
Starbucks.
people more so than pig vendors. Anywho's.
Wait, milk people?
Yeah, like people who have cows and sell milk products, like
Okay.
cheesemongers and I don't know, whatever. Back in
Dream
the day.
job. Dream job. Hashtag dream job.
Somehow that is a real job.
I know, I want that so-
It's very stinky. You could smell.
I do
I think
smell.
that would ruin your love of cheese.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Really?
too much.
Yes.
So, but what I'm saying is
Fuck, I
they
love
go
cheese.
and they do this. How did the saying become so prolific when it's just really probably happened, yes, but it didn't happen thousands of times that I got kittens in my bag, right? How did it become so popular?
Do you think though you get screwed once on a kitten sack,
And now you just
and now
always
you
call
always
every time
check?
you're getting screwed, you just assume.
Well, yeah, you should be. And if not, shame on you.
Yeah, but then how did it change to secrets? Like leave now we say like cat out of the
Because
bag.
we're
time
not
to tell the
dealing in
truth.
we're not dealing pigs in bags.
Yeah. From now on, I'm gonna be like
we're not.
let the piglet shine. Oh. Okay.
Shiny pig.
There you go.
All right.
Shiny.
Well, that's it, y'all. Did it. Day
Wow,
one.
we did it.
Podcast one. So thank you, beautiful angels, and thank you to all of you listeners.
Yes,
we
thank
appreciate
you.
you. We're so jazzed to be here.
We are.
Yeah.
I know it sounds sarcastic,
Yeah,
but that's
no.
how we speak.
That's my voice. I'm sorry.
And
I can't change it.
no, we are genuinely happy.
So thanks everyone for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate you. We know that we're not for everyone, but we might just be for you. So thanks for coming out. Feel free to leave a review. Feel free to send us some topic ideas and subscribe.
Yeah. Noon 30 catch up.
Yeah. Can't wait to catch up with you next time.
Sounds great. Catch you later.
Catch you later.